Hey guys, I have my hashtag finish 8x8 finale. I'm not sure when I'll get to post this, but I'm actually filming it a few days early. I'm not 100% finished with everything, but I'm happy with my progress. And this project was started by brown-eyed girl Cherise, and I just have to apologize. I have been willy-nilly with my videos. I don't know, it's been so busy and it's been so hot and humid that I just, like today, I'm just can't even be bothered with my hair. I've been having to wash it like every day because when you get hot and you sweat, I just have to wash my hair. So I don't want to like put products and fix it every day. That way I can use just a light cleansing conditioner. Off subject, but you know what I mean. And it's super hot and I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup. It's just the way it goes every year during this time. Light makeup and projects kind of suffer, but still pushing on and trying anyway. So if you haven't checked out Cherise and all the other beautiful ladies that are doing this project, go check them out. I will, please, if I remember, link my intro, which I didn't even get a chance to do any updates because, like I said, it's just crazy. And I suck as a YouTuber, so, but definitely check out Cherise's. I just love her. She is the sweetest human being, literally sweetest. I just adore Cherise. Okay, so what I have finished, and I have some lines on some of these products because more than one line because I was going to film updates and it never happened. So I did finish the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30, and I will try to list everything in the description in case you don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Anyway, this stuff was like a tinted moisturizer. It didn't offer any coverage at all. It just had a tint to kind of offset any white cast that, you know, a moisturizer can have. I would bet money that's the reason why they tinted this, because otherwise I'm sure it would be, and it would have left a white cast. So anyway, I enjoyed this. It was okay. I have a hard time with SPFs. Almost every one of them will break me out. And this honestly wasn't any different. I can't use it every single day. I just can't. So I really try to just like mix up the SPFs I'm using, and I don't use it unless I'm going to be outside or going to be in the car for a long time, or you know, if I'm going to be out, I definitely make sure I use it. But if I'm going to be in all day, then I'm just not, because my skin just cannot tolerate it. But I did started right here and I finished the whole thing. I don't know that I would repurchase this, but I was glad to use it and finish it up. And then I have the Wet n Wild Take on the Day Fergie Mattifying Powder, and I used this for a long time. I kept it in my little makeup bag that I took with me wherever I went to do touch-ups. And let's see, I have this Morphe brush that I got off of Hope Look that is really good. It's a Morphe MB4. I have purchased a lot of Morphe brushes off of Hope Look. It is not Hot Look, it is Hope Look. I've seen the commercial, haven't you? That's how they want you to pronounce it. They did this whole commercial, side note, about Hope Look, pronouncing it like 50 times in the commercial. So I guess they got tired of people calling it Hot Look or mispronouncing it. Anyway, so I did finish this, and I used this brush because this brush is really good for just when I touch up. I only get like the sides of my nose and right through here. Sometimes I'll need to do my chin, most times not. But this little line right here was the pan I had showing when I started the project, and I did finish it. I didn't repress it. This is a weird texture. Like when I got down to the nitty gritty of it all, it really, the texture is indescribable of this powder, but it did the job. It was okay for touch-ups. I wouldn't repurchase it. I mean, if I seen it at the Dollar Tree, like they discontinued the Fergie line, they do still have this in the regular line. It just doesn't say Fergie anymore. If I see it at the Dollar Tree, I might pick it up, but you know, it was all right. And then this one, I don't think I would repurchase. It's kind of heavy. The Maybelline Dream Wonder Powder. And I had it in the shade 40 Nude. Oh my gosh, it's really powdery. It kicked up a lot of powder. I finished it. This is how much like pan I had when I started, and then I finished it off. I just thought this powder, it was heavy. That's all I can say about it. I felt like it was a little bit too heavy for me. So, but I'm glad I did use that up. And then the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. This is the one in the shade 9 Sable. And you can't really hardly tell. I didn't take the stopper out of this because I have like 30 concealers and I'm just not going to take the stopper out of it. I do really like this concealer. Nothing comes out on the wand much anymore. I mean, and it's, I don't know, the wand itself is starting to kind of get fuzzy and weird. So I did definitely get my $14 worth out of this. I do like this. I have another one of these in a different shade. I've used one up before. I really like this concealer. It really reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but I just enjoy it. I probably would purchase this again in the future, and I'm glad I finished that off. And then and I really couldn't measure where I started this one because, you know, the two is kind of weird. The DiorAddict Ultragloss in 765 Ultradior. I finished this one off. I did wind up taking the stopper out of this one. I did enjoy this. I didn't think I would. This was brand new when I started, when I put it in this project. But this shade of pink actually worked nicely, and I'm really not a pink person, but I did really think this pink color looked good on me with a little bit of color to my skin. It just really looked good, and I really did like this gloss. It lasted longer than just a regular lip gloss. I don't know if it's worth the, you know, $30-some it costs, but I did highly enjoy using that up. And then I have 3 products that are not completely done. The first one, I just don't love this. It's the Lancôme Drama Liquipencil. I think if this was in one of those, like the formula of this in one of those skinny, like click up, you know, not necessarily retractable, but the kind that, you know, you just click up a little bit at a time and use it, and they have a really fine point, that would be great, because this thing is a booger to sharpen and to use because it's really thick and creamy, and you can't get it to a point. I never could get this to a point, so I only ever really used it to tightline, and it kind of could get clumped up a little bit. I don't know. I did use a good, you know, like this much of it, but I think I'm done with this. Like, I'm done playing with it. Life's too short to use an eyeliner that you're not in love with, so that's all I have to say about that. And then this foundation. I love this foundation, but for some reason, for the past few months, my skin has been drier than it's usually really oily during the summer, and I normally have combination oily skin anyway, but I have been dry like down through here and around the sides of my nose. It's just been really weird for me. So this is more of a matte, like a natural matte finish, and it doesn't do well over any dry patches that you may have, which I can't even believe I'm having to deal with dry patches, but it's a thing now, so okay, I'm dealing with it. So I didn't use up as much of this as I thought I would, but I started at this bronze line, and I did use quite a bit of it up because it doesn't take much at a time. But anyway, I love this stuff. I have 2 other shades in it, and I absolutely adore this foundation. When I don't have any dryness going on, it is beautiful. But I'm glad I did get a lot of it used up. And then This thing, I don't know when this is ever going to be done. The Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eye primer. And whenever I started, my lines have rubbed off. It was like in this crease when I started. And now I can really pinch it down a lot. You know, I don't think there's a ton of product left in here, but it only takes a touch. You know what I mean? I only use like that much for each eye. Like that would be one eye. So there's no telling how much longer this is gonna last. I like this stuff. I wouldn't buy it. You know, I wouldn't just purchase the full size of this, but I would definitely use any samples I got, free samples or whatever. Like this came in a kit. It's good. It works. Gets the job done. It's not my favorite, but it does work nicely. So there we go. I did finish up 5 of the 8 products. One of them I'm just over, and then I have 2 that I absolutely adore left, and I'm fine with that. So thank you, Cherise, for starting this project. I totally enjoyed it. It was a little bit difficult this time of year, but oh well. I got 5 more things out the door. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you real soon.